Welcome to the final segment of Do You Know How to Find the Gold in Your Backyard? And I just want you to know we're back at the beginning where we began, and I want to share this. We've talked about natural advantages to networking. One of the beautiful things is if you get a client through referrals or through networking, 80% of the time you're going to turn them into a client versus cold traffic, where at best you're going to get 20%. Introverts, we've talked about their unfair advantage because introverts have fewer but deeper conversations. So that's an unfair advantage, which means that extroverts have to work a little harder. Now, the skills you must develop and how we talked a lot about how to earn referrals, how to host workshops, and how to build a key strategic partner plan. Those are my most mission critical. And honestly, when somebody comes to me, if they can't master those three things, I can't help them. So, those are critical skills if you want rapid, sustainable, predictable growth. Marketing mistakes to avoid. We've talked a lot about that. So, unfocused marketing, pretty much marketing without a target. I hope you've got some ideas there, and obviously we'll have future workshops on that. The hidden costs of paid advertising is a reminder. We talked about that. It can cost you a lot of wasted time, energy, and money chasing and trying to figure out what's the right marketing. And then once you get good at the marketing, you're going to waste a lot of time, energy, and money getting good at sales. And in the process, you may end up with disgruntled employees and employee turnover. And meanwhile, you're ending up with clients that you didn't necessarily want in the first place. Now, daily success habits, we didn't get into that much. The good news is that's really easy to think about. We've given you three things to work on: referrals, workshops, and key strategic partners. So have one daily habit for each of those. So, for example, a daily habit for referrals, you might find one reason to call one of your best clients and thank them for being your client. So, have a daily success habit. What's one thing you can do every day that will make your clients feel appreciated? In the workshop, a daily success habit is ask your clients or maybe have a conversation once a day about content you could include in a workshop. And for key strategic partners, daily success habit is make a point, there's 30 days in the month, probably 20 working days. Make a point of connecting with at least one key strategic partner a day and finding a way to make an introduction to them. So, the point of daily success habits, they're simple, easy things you can do that will go a long way. And we'll have an entire workshop just on success habits. So, I don't want to spoil it, but make it a habit. And these are the things you do first in your day. So, if you do these three things in a day, before your day starts, before your day gets crazy, if you do these three things, your business will move forward in spite of what else happens in the day. So, daily success habits are the most important foundation. Figure out what outcomes you want and find the habits to make those outcomes happen. Now, most of this, if you didn't get the underlying message, is if we leverage referrals, workshops, and key strategic partners, I've seen businesses double, triple just in 1 hour a week with a workshop. So networking should be the highest and best use of your time, and it should be the highest and best use of your sales force's time, because if they can build those relationships, they'll have a steady stream of dream clients coming to them, perfect prospects begging to work with them. They no longer have to do unproductive things like cold calling and dialing thousands of people. And by the way, if you're ever invited to speak, this is a real advanced strategy. If you're ever invited to speak at a conference or something, the mistake most people make is they show up at the conference and go, "Here I am." What you can do is have a workshop pre conference to help people get ready for whatever you're going to cover. And then make sure you have a post conference workshop so that anybody who liked what you talked about can go deeper. It doesn't, it's wonderful because you don't have to sell from stage, you don't have to be pushy, but you can offer more value to the conference people and the attendees. So we talked about all of these ways as a means of improving your networking results. And I really strongly encourage you to track the results. It's not about keeping score, but you should know where your clients are coming from, and you should know whether networking is working for you or not. And if it's not working, you want to ask yourself, am I truly adding value, or am I expecting to receive? And we covered a lot of networking systems and processes. So we're talking about earning referrals, we're talking about workshops, we're talking about key strategic partners. The beautiful thing is that's really simple. And as long as you start to build the systems around it, it will happen perpetually. The beautiful thing about workshops, even if you stop doing them, which I'd ask you why you'd want to do that, people will remember them, they'll talk about them, you'll get clients from them. And we talked about the three growth strategies that worked. Just to recap, that's referrals, workshops, and key strategic partner plans. Now, the last thing, I can't speak for you, but I had some fun. I hope you learned some things. I hope you have some fun. Maybe learning isn't fun to you, but I hope that you take these things that you've learned, you apply them, and you have fun doing it. So, this is the final segment. And I just want to remind you, if you got some value, join our LinkedIn group. We'd love to hear your comments, and we hope to see you at the workshop. Thank you.